President Trump had a first last night. He delivered his first State of the Union address.
It was one of the longest in history at 1 hour and 20 minutes. It was also a big talker on social media.
Yeah, 4.5 million tweets about that State of the Union, and that makes it the most tweeted State of the Union address ever in history. 40 million people watched it live. First Coast News was able to see real-time reaction to the president's speech by inviting the future political leaders of Jacksonville to watch it right here. And Jessica Clark moderated that viewing and discussion. So Jess, what did they think? What was the reaction?
Well, it was really interesting. A real mixed bag. We had equal numbers of Democrats and Republicans, and we asked them to raise a green paddle when they agreed with the president and a red paddle when they disagreed with him. And we asked them to consider how the State of the Union affects the state of the First Coast.
These young voters snapped selfies in the studio before the State of the Union address. The three on the left are with the Jacksonville Young Democrats, and the three on the right are with Jacksonville Young Republicans. Trump said this about immigrants.
For decades, open borders have allowed drugs and gangs to pour into our most vulnerable communities. They have caused the loss of many innocent lives.
For much of his speech about immigration and tightening borders, the three Democrats disagreed with him, and the topic drew a big response.
He's painting immigrants in a light that they're not hardworking Americans.
And as my parents brought me here when I was little, they brought me here because they wanted a better life for me and my siblings.
Opposed to what my colleagues have said, there is a new opportunity for people to become citizens legally. What Trump's saying is there are many people that are coming here illegally and they are causing problems.
There are sensible immigration reforms which we can all agree on, which we've already kind of done so.
Another topic of discussion, Trump's plan to increase the country's nuclear capabilities. Robbie Foster raised his green paddle in full support, thinking about the possibility of a nuclear aircraft carrier calling Jacksonville home.
And once we can start spending on the military at an adequate level, we can possibly bring a nuclear aircraft carrier here, and which will bring just untold amount of jobs.
Democrat Nathan McKay disagreed with Trump.
Investing billions of dollars in more nukes when we already have 2,000 nukes makes no sense.
Mentions of tax reform also drew reaction, not always along party lines either.
Well, there are so many small businesses based here that are going to see the benefits of lowering that corporate rate.
In our watch party, division was usually along party lines, but there were moments when these young voters agreed.
I was really glad to see him speak to unity. It's something that this country desperately needs.
There are those on both sides who appreciate times where we can get together like this and talk about issues and try to agree on things that we can agree on.
Okay. Them to describe the speech in 1 to 3 words, and so here's what I heard. Diplomatic, unified, presidential, renewed America, fear-mongering, inaccurate portrayal, bipartisan, freedom, and unity. Back to you.
Very interesting, Jess.